And sitting down with me is one of the Flames' newest recruits, Tucker Shields. Tucker, thanks for sitting down with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, this is a first because you're the first person we've ever done in person, and you were Liberty's first recruit, so it's kind of fitting that you're the first one to do this. But yeah, tell us a little about yourself and where you're from and about your hockey journey.
Yeah, so I grew up in Ottawa, Ontario, which is pretty far from here. So it's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit different, a little bit of a culture shock coming down. About a 12-hour drive to come down here, but really excited to get some warm weather instead of being freezing cold all winter.
Yeah, and tell me about how you got, obviously being from Canada. It's in your blood to play hockey. So yeah, talking about when you first started playing and then about your junior career and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to grow up in Canada and not play hockey,
Right.
right? And then my dad and mom were always really big into the game and stuff, and they put me in it from a young age, and I just kind of loved it. I played other sports too, like baseball, and then my mom was really hard on me with the soccer, but I think I always gravitated towards hockey, and I was kind of playing different sports right up until I think 14, and then I kind of decided to pursue hockey full time, right? And then I think it's been a great decision.
And for yourself, you just talked about it. You're from Ottawa,
Yeah.
very far away from here. So what was it about Lynchburg, Virginia that made you want to come and play your collegiate career here?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, a ton of factors that contributed to me deciding that Liberty was the place, right? I think the Christian element in the school is really something very important. I don't think there's a campus or a university in Canada or really anywhere in the States that matches what we have here in Liberty with the faith and the community and the landscape and everything like that. And then obviously the academic programs are top notch, right? I'm going to be studying economics here, which is really good, and I think the academic facilities are really going to support me and what I want to achieve academically. And then from an athletic standpoint, coming to a facility like Liberty, where we have D1 facilities, ice, locker room, workout room, I think it just ticked all the boxes for me.
And talk a little about, obviously, you're coming in with a ton of guys, which I'm sure you've met some and been talking with some of the guys. Talk a little about just the excitement coming in with such a big class, especially a class that has a lot of expectations, too. A lot of people are excited to see how you guys are going to keep Liberty a top 10 program.
Yeah, I had a chance to kind of connect with some of the other freshmen, just kind of over text, over Instagram, stuff like that, and they all seem like great guys, and they're all come from great teams, great leagues, and I think despite us being young, we're gonna still compete and maintain that standard. And obviously, we have a great leadership group too, with Sam Feemster becoming the captain. We got Callie and Truitt being our assistant captains too, which is really big for us young guys having that leadership. And then I think Kirk's going to do a great job as well leading this young group, and then hopefully we're going to win a national championship or two.
And I'm sure you've seen the schedule already coming out. And for yourself, you also have some teammates who are coming to the ACHA as well. So is there some teams that or games you're really excited about playing this upcoming year?
I think, too, the standout for me is going to be the home opener against North Carolina. Obviously, it's going to be my first time playing in front of this big crowd down here in this arena. It's going to be a really unique experience, I think. Again, growing up in Canada, you feel kind of distant from those big American schools like North Carolina, for example. So I think that's one I'm really going to look forward to. And then I have a couple buddies on Niagara's hockey team.
Okay.
My captain down in Powassan, where I played, Alex Little, he's going to be a freshman down for Niagara, and he's really going to make that squad bigger. So it's going to be cool to play against them instead of with them.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. All right, now we've done the we're going to get to know you a little bit better with some rapid fire questions real quick. So I feel like I already know this answer, but favorite NHL team?
This might surprise you. I'm actually a Flyers fan.
Oh, yeah, that did surprise me.
Yeah,
Thought you were going to say Sens. Okay.
A lot of people think I'm Sens from Ottawa, but no, my dad grew up a huge Bobby Clark fan.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think if you got one family member who's a Philly fan, it's either everyone's a Philly fan or there's going to be fights, right?
That's right.
So I think my dad really made me into a Flyers fan.
Okay. Who's your favorite NHL player?
Ooh, a lot of good answers. I'm really hoping Michkov on the Flyers is going to take off, be like a great player, but I think I'm going to have to say probably Austin Matthews right now.
Okay. Do you feel like you lean into that's your playing style, bit of a goal scorer?
Yeah.
Because you look like more of a pass first kind of guy because you got great hands. So is that your play style there?
Yeah, I would probably compare myself a little bit to Matthews, maybe a Matthews mixed with Barkov a little bit,
Okay.
right? Because I think I'm trying to template my game to be that two-way center.
Okay.
Shut down. That was kind of my role in juniors, right? Shut down the opponent's top line, but score goals too, and eat up minutes, 5-on-5, PK, power play, wherever they need me. And yeah, with the Matthews, I think I have a great shot, and I really want to drive that play forward and score some goals.
I like it. You're going on a road trip. You stop at a gas station. What is the go-to snack?
Oh man, go-to snack, Skittles.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Skittles.
Okay. What's your favorite place on a road trip to stop?
Favorite place on a road trip?
Or like you're like when your team stops there, you're like, yep, it's going down. Like,
Man, I mean, I guess in juniors we had so many long road trips up northern Ontario. There wasn't really anywhere in particular, but I think whenever we would stop at like a Tim Hortons, which is something you guys don't
yeah, that's
have
right.
down
I
here,
know
but
Tim
Hortons was always fun.
Yeah, no, love it. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
One superpower, what would it be and why? Man, I haven't really thought about that. I think flying. I think being able to fly down to Lynchburg would save me a lot of money.
Nice. All right. If you could have dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
One person, dead or alive. Wow, that's a tough question. I mean, Elon Musk would be such a smart guy, but I feel like
Okay.
such an idiot next to him at dinner. But I think he has a lot of knowledge I would really want to learn from.
I love that. And then last question, obviously coming down, ready to get things started, I'm sure. But like, what's the thing you're looking most excited for, whether it's hockey related or even away from the ice?
Most excited for? It's so hard to pick just one, right? I mean, the living situation down here is going to be so nice having warm weather all the time. And I really mean that because, like 8 months out of the year,
Right.
it's snowing and you're cold, but down here it's going to be warm. And then going to school full time at a big American university is something I'm really looking forward to. It's so hard to deny the hockey aspect. I think I'm probably going to say hockey, but every time I say that, my mom's like, no, school first. So
Oh, perfect. Well, awesome. Well, Tucker, thanks for sitting down with us. And
thank you for having me.
we can't wait to have you down here this fall.
Thank you.